Welcome back to Legalese 123, where we are covering cases across America. Hello and welcome back to Legalese. I'm your host, Missy K. What do we got going on right now? Well, I just wanted to give you an update in the New Mexico versus Meta. That is right. This is happening in New Mexico, and Meta is being sued by them for a variety of violations. Unfortunately, we don't get to have the courtroom settings, but we have an update. We're going to go ahead and share this lovely article for you from this Source New Mexico. So, attorneys for the New Mexico and Meta made an opening statement on Monday in the state's trial accusing the social media giant of failing to protect children on Facebook and Instagram from exploitation. Boy, I can't read. We believe the evidence in this case is that Meta made its profits while publicly misrepresenting that its platforms were safe for youth, downplaying or outright lying about what is known about the dangers of its platform. And this is the attorney who is representing New Mexico in the First Judicial District Court in Santa Fe. Former Meta officials who raised alarms about the company's practices, as well as child welfare experts, are slated to testify over the next several weeks. Meta, in a public statement and court filings, has denied the allegations. And during the opening arguments, Kevin Huff, one of the attorneys representing Meta, said the company has been open about the limitations of its safeguards. Issues reports about the frequency of SA abuse material and other harmful material on its platforms, has worked to remove it from the apps. Meta disclosed the risks to the public. It didn't deceive anyone. Monday marked the beginning of what's to be expected to be a 7-week civil trial over whether Meta violated New Mexico's consumer protection laws and misled the public about the safety of its platforms for young users, mental health, and risk levels of exploitation. Exploitation. So Huff argued on Monday that the state will not be able to prove that Meta has the sole responsibility for keeping harmful content from users. Meta designed Facebook and Instagram to be fun and entertaining, not to harm teens or anyone else. In a news conference outside the courtroom on Monday, Torres said if the jury sides with the state and finds the company liable. All right, let's continue. We'll just go back to where we are. In a news conference outside the courtroom on Monday, they said if the jury sides with the state and finds the company liable, financial penalties could be in the billions of dollars. That could also mean orders from the judge to change how the site operates. If we can win in this action and force them to make their product safer in this stage, it changes the narrative completely about what they say is possible for everyone else. He said the most weighty evidence the statement will present is internal discussions and memos citing newly unsealed findings that Meta researchers were predicting that on the order of 500,000 instances of child exploitation per day. They want to accuse the state of cherry-picking specific facts and information. But some of the most damning information is going to be, coming in from Meta itself. Documents and communications that have been hidden from the public for years that have been buried by executives inside the company. Is going to be those statements more than anything else that they can't run from, that they can't hide from. So, what is going on and how will this impact everyone else? This is definitely a case that everybody needs to watch and listen and see how this remember, this is how precedents start, right? One person goes ahead and files a lawsuit, and then obviously it's made it this far, right? They could have kicked this out at any point in time. I'm sure there's been thousands of motions that have been pushed through, and the judge said, nope, it's going forward. So here we are. They are actually having a trial in New Mexico over this. If this goes and gets to the end and they are found liable, then there's damages. What does that mean? What does that mean for the company itself? What does that mean moving forward to other states? And even, it could just, it's going to explode. So make sure to like and follow if you want to hear more about this story. I'll bring you the latest as it comes to light. Thanks for watching Legalese 123. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe for more content.